Okay. Okay, 12:12 p.m. September 14th, 2017. Allergies are going absolutely kooky. How'd you guys do here? So it hasn't come off. That was a decent little trade. I suspect we're gonna keep going on it. I thought I'd get out and regroup. I think you're gonna see it over at 310. That's natural gas. Oil, on the other hand, it hit its trend line resistance and its quad wall resistance on the algorithm and came off. Wowza. Sometimes those allergies are so bad I can't even talk. Okay, me and dog here. Another thing is grass. Gold really hasn't done much. My thesis was that we should see a bit of a bounce. Thesis was I don't know if I should cut or what. Definitely is indecisive, isn't it? Oh, bugger. MACD's down on the daily. Stock RSI's almost at the bottom. Held at the 20. I guess I should just say, you know what? Well, let's do midday first. See what it does. Sorry. Okay. So that's why I had Nugget up. I was going to trade Nugget. I should have taken that trade actually. Got a decent lift. So that's what we were watching there. Volatility is pretty calm. Look at that. So it's compressing on the daily, or on the 60, I mean. What does that mean? I'm pretty convinced it's going to go up, but I just don't want any downs. Okay, let's look at the charts. So TTOO, I think oh, this one I didn't. GSIT and SBBP, I didn't re-alarm. Anyway, we'll bring one up and then, actually I gotta do this. Well, let's see if it brings up the rate. Okay, SBBP on the daily. Sorry, HCN is actually alarming right now. We'll take a quick look at this one. Ouch, that was a little loud in the ears. Why Did I have that alarm set? Daily, 20 through the 50. Stock RSI coming down. MACD's on its way up though. Interesting. Not sure about that one. TTOO. On the daily, this is basically a out of the bull breakout decision. To be honest with you, this could be really rippy if it gets going. We'll see. Reset the alarm on it. Natural gas, we know what's going on there. I still have the alarm set. JKS, super rippy. Mode, same idea there. I guess I better make some notes here. So natural gas, HCN, SBBP, JKS, GSIT. So JKS, I suspect it's a gapper tomorrow. I'm looking for a close on the daily higher than its previous high, so higher than 29.45. That's what I'm looking for. We'll see if we get it. That's JKS. Do I have that realarmed? So I suspect we're going to see that one get one. What did we say for GSIT? Did we look at that? Oh, testing the 200. Interesting. So GSIT, gotta reset that alarm quick. Where'd it go? I'll just set a new one. GSIT looks like it's going to regain its 200. It certainly has the normal to do it. Dang it. I'm not sure what I did wrong here. I've used up all my alerts, but that's not the problem. I can't find GSIT and I want to get on with the day here. Well, let's just use one that we know we're not going to use. I'm going to have to get another, with these new computers here, get another TradingView platform going. I keep, oh, there it is. Come on, you can do it. 7.23, okay. So it looks like Hurricane and Jose is actually going to get to the East Coast. Strengthening over the weekend, they say. Okay, what else alarmed here? SENS. I reset that alarm. I think. Yes, I did. It's getting a little long in the tooth. You can look at the chart and make your decision. CDNA. 50 going through the 200, testing the 20. Should go. It's a should. And those are the alarms. The movers on the day. Of course, we had the shippers this morning. LMAF or FA up against the 200 and it backed off. not interested in it myself. PLSE, this is one we've looked at before. This is bottom play. This one just ripped people to shreds. I was watching traders in here get ripped up. Speaking of getting ripped up, wow, ALDX. Talk about follow through. Day 3. That's a ripper. So it's right up near previous highs. This is not an easy stock to trade. I just can't do that. Speaking of having issues with stocks, ARRY, that's one of my main holds right now. Had an offering last night, so it came off. It's recovered a bit here. It was way off, 965. Stock RSI is almost at the bottom. At least the chart isn't broken. I was watching close. So it definitely affected my accounts. 250 on the one and 500 on the other one. And like, good golly, 1126 was my entry. I'm a ways off. Thanks guys, really appreciate the offering. Love the company, love the chart, and it is what it is. I think that's my first one this year that's had an offering while I've held. It is the first one. I've had one downgraded and one offering, as far as I know. I'm aware of all year. The other one I'm off on is Snap. I'm not as confident about this one. I love the chart. Don't love the company, but I love the chart. How far off am I on this one? Not very. 1573. So I'm 75 cents off on it. Not what you could call a really bad trade. The 20 was going through the 50. Stock RSI, unfortunately, on the daily is coming down, and MACD might turn down, and the squeeze is starting to turn down. But it's got the 20 right underneath it, and it's been following that 20 on the way up. So guess what? I'm doing it. I'm holding. ALDX, great ripper. If I wasn't upside down on a few plays, I'd probably be in it. Halo, this is day number 1 for its ripper. Tomorrow could be day 2, we'll see. Another one that I can't get into right now, but I'd look at if I wasn't upside down on a couple. When I lose, I tighten right up. PAVM. Wowza. I actually like it. It doesn't have the history or anything like that, but it's certainly got considerable testosterone. I like it a lot. This one I'd have a hard time avoiding. So, right, you guys, look at this, it's gonna go again. Wow, do I ever like this one? BAVA, I'm not going to be trading BAVA anytime soon, I know that. I think I'm going to day trade this thing. What's the liquidity like? Ugh. Ugh. Why do they have to do that? I'm not going to day trade nothing with that liquidity. I'm not. Shoot. If I didn't have anything south, I'd be trading this. Actually would. OMNT. Sorry, I just gotta make a couple notes here. Halo. What was that last one? PAVM. OMNT. On the daily. We've looked at this one recently. Bottom play. Fork. Been watching this one too. 279,000 shares isn't so bad. Just a ripper. Oh, the bowl. It's the bowl. Wowza. There's been a lot of these lately. Let's get rid of one you know you're not going to trade here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get another job we're getting going right away. That's fork. VERI again. Holy. Ah, man. More than double since I started following it. What a fantastic play. Not bad liquidity too. Well, I have to admit I'll probably take an entry on this one if it goes over its previous highs. It's one heck of a chart setup. Stock R size on the way down, and price is still going up. Very, very bullish. NVUS up against the 100 on the daily. It's a nice trade though. If it gets up over the 100, I mean that's been smooth sailing so far. Nice. ALV. Wowza. Wow. Interesting stock. Not my thing, but get on the right side of that, those moves. FENG, F-E-N-G. This is a super cool chart. I was going to get in this one a while back in here in the chop, and I didn't. This is the horns. So, pardon me, I'm sorry guys. 50 through the 200, and it popped. Stock R size on its way up, volume, it's got the horns. Squeeze momentum is not though, that's interesting, and the MACD is about to turn up. I love it. Squeeze momentum makes me nervous. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I love the chart a lot. Natty turning down. Thanks, Greg. Oh, interesting. So it's sitting on support there. So I got an alarm downside, hoping I can get an entry here somewhere. Anyway, you know, if you guys are in it, sorry, but hopefully it breaks this support and gets down into this. Well, that's not even mid quad right there. This is mid quad down here where it took off. Well, we'll see. FENG is probably one of my top 10 charts right now out of the 100 or so I'm following. Nice chart. Good short, Chris. Sometimes it's funny, hey, because when the room first started and I first started teaching people about what I do and stuff, I felt like like a king warrior. And now that there's people in the room that know what the hell they're doing, and we have some real good traders. Which reminds me, by the way, well, Matt's in the room today, but Quarry Rock, he's traveling today. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's humbling sometimes to watch you guys trade, because it's like, oh yeah, I should have known that, and I shouldn't have done that. And mind you, last 6 weeks for me have been tough, but it's turning right now. I can feel it. But I've had a great year, so good solid year. Put the turns here now. I have to turn. I got 2 weeks to crank out some grand slams, forget home runs. Okay, so that's FENG. There's one of my grand slams coming. Love it. AMSC. AMSC. Well, the cool thing is that it's trading very nicely under the 200. It's got a stock RSI turned up. Its MACD is kind of trending but pinching. Squeeze momentum's down. Volume's kind of all over the place, but I like this one too. I'm not going to keep it in my repertoire, but I like it. Well, we didn't get very far before that fired off. There's VERI. Rockin'. I'm just going to load for this one. Whoops. VERI. Stock. Buy. 300. Market. VERI. Stock. Buy. 300. Pardon me, sorry. Okay, let's do it on the 5 minute. 28.85, 29.20. That's a huge spread. Wow, look at this thing. Crazy. So the 5 minutes bullish. 50 going through the 200. The 15 minutes bullish. 20 going through the 50. The 30 is got a stock RSI that's high. Squeeze momentum just kicked in though. That's important. That's too bad that 20 didn't get under that 50 and then back up. Get a sidewinder going there. Pretty close. So squeeze momentum is up. On the 30. On the 60, oh, nice. Squeeze momentum's just turning green. MACD's just starting to turn up, and stock RSI's turned up. And this is bullish. They're all bullish. Massive spread. Massive spread. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. So I'm in. Damn. I got hammered on the spread right off the bat. I should have put a buy order in. Well, you can establish like what your buy point or your sell points are, right? So you can bid and ask specifically. But I thought with the break of the high there that we'd get some pretty serious momo here. So I thought, well, I'll just hit it. Like really my stop should be in around 29 bucks. If I was, you know, if I was in a big position, I'm only in 300 shares. And on these accounts, 300 shares is small, but so it looks like I might get some momo here. Look at the spread. Unreal. So I got 29.89 on the one and 30.44 on the other one. What? Just massive. You know, while the stock RSI is up, while the MACD is up, while your squeeze is up on the 5, you don't really have a choice. You just kind of sit in it. Unless the price really comes off. On the one, it's all, you know, the stock RSI is coming down, but that's really tight, especially with a spread like this. So here it's coming off on the one now. So really, I mean, anything over, yeah, anything over 29, I gotta kind of hold. And then you go to your 5-minute, and as long as it holds the bottom of the previous 5, which is around 29 too, and as long as the stock RSI, MACD, and the squeeze are trending up on the 5, there's really no reason to bail. No matter what it looks like. So basically my sell point is at 29, or the indicators turn on me on the 5. See you later, Chris. It's kind of how you have to do it. So what you can do is you can do something like this where, you know, on this account, my average price was 29.89, right? So it's trading at 30.12. So you like limit 29.89 and just sell it off too if you want. You can do it a number of different ways, and you can have that all set right when you enter too. We should do a bit of that sometime. But because of the way that I trade, I don't usually use stops and stuff. Okay, so on the 5, it's not looking great. Stock RSI is about to turn down here. So I'm a little panicked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect this one account. Oh. And so that one is done at 30.11. What? 30.11? That bid and ask was higher. Now, see, that's an example right there. Now, on the other account, because my freaking entry was so crappy, so 30.44. This is actually an example. Yeah, it is. It's an example of where I should have. Well, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, right when you make the order, you can have your stop set, your sell price. You can. There's all different kinds of ways to set up your buys and sells. 30.10, 30.30, but this doesn't correspond either with the bid and ask on So I got TD Waterhouse on my other monitors, and I've got level 2, and I've got on here interactive and trading view, and none of them correspond right now. But if you're tight day trading and you're trading something like this regularly, yeah, you want to definitely understand your stops and bid and ask. I'm pretty convinced this is going to pop again here, but we'll see. So the stock RSI is almost at the bottom on the 1. And we'll see if it pops when the stock RSI turns here. But even when the stock RSI came down over here, didn't come down that much, didn't come down that much, and it's trended all the way. And it's trading on there's 30.26, 30.90, that spread. Part of the reason is it's liquidity too, right? So there's 30.58, 31. I'm out at 30.85 on that one. So not much of a gain. 151 on the one and 241 on the other. But it's a gain. Now the time to actually exit is when the stock RSI is at the top, not at the bottom. But yeah, look, it's going on me. So you could theoretically day trade this one all the way through every time your stock RSI, like instead of watching your bid and ask, just follow your stock RSI on a daily day traded trending on the 1 stock. Thanks, Greg. Actually, I screwed up that exit, but I didn't want to. While I'm south on those other plays, I have to be really chippy. So here it is on the 1. So, you know, what a lot of guys will do at this point, gals, is, you know, it's had a nice little run on the intraday. So now it's probably, you know, getting to be time soon. While you get up to the 5 and you see the stock RSI starting to peak. But that didn't really slow it down last time, right? Kept going. So then you find out what slows it down. So you go up to the 15. So just look at your different time frames. So when the stock RSI came off here, did the price come off? Yes, it did, actually. So on the 15, when your stock RSI starts to come off, it's time to stop playing it, right? But the stock RSI is still max. It hasn't turned down on the 15. On the 30, not necessarily. I mean, it's kind of delayed. It's your 15. So what you do is you watch your 15 when your stock RSI has come down. So on this particular one, so VERI, your 15-minute. So if one of a few things would have to happen. So at this state right now, your stock RSI on the 15 turn down tells you you're in for down for sure. And then on your 5, being lower than the previous 5, well, here it didn't really determine that. It did happen once here. And then volume kicked in big on the next candle. Did it happen anywhere else? No. So it only happened once. And why volume kicked in there, I don't know. They bought it up right away. That's what happened. As soon as it lost the previous 5 minute, that's why that candle was like that. So is there a sell signal on the 5 minute? I don't think there is. I see what happened though. It crossed the 200 on the 5, and it's time to go. Like on a day trade, the 5's your most important candles, right? So you gotta, when you're day trading, think of your 5 minute candles like you would on your daily for your swings. So this is, you know, price regaining the 200, and then your MA is crossing. And by the time your final MA crosses, you're long in the tooth. So your 20 crossed, your 50 crossed, but your 100 hasn't crossed yet. So you'll find that the chart will start to, you know, lose itself round at the top on the intraday, just like when you're, you know, trading swings on the daily. So there's a number of things actually, and you know, I should make myself a checklist is what I should do, because I see these things and I, you know, you randomly kind of like, okay, right, that's how it works. Yeah, right, that's how it works. But really a checklist would be nice when you're trading. I should have a series of checklists up on my wall, and I don't. But yeah, so that's a little long in the tooth. So now what would you do? You'd wait for it to come off. And where we hit it again is the question. They'll probably take it at 29.06 because that's the previous high right there on the intraday. That's your natural support. Yeah. MACD on the 15 worked really well. The MACD, see, it's still trending up, so it's probably going to get more. But anyway, you know, so tomorrow you could wait for the MACD to come down to the bottom. This was an after hours trade. Well, that makes sense. So it ran right till, oh, I see. So yesterday, what? 13th at 3:30. So that was yesterday. So at the end of the day, it sold off. Am I seeing that right? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay. The blue and the red lines on the stock RSI. So on your chart, blue and the red lines. I don't see blue and red lines on the stock RSI. Maybe yours are blue and red, or maybe I'm colorblind or you're seeing your orange wrong. But anyway, I see blue and orange. When they cross, yeah, that's the important part. That's where your stock RSI is turning when they cross. Doesn't matter what color they are. Point is when they cross, that's the important signal for sure. Then your other consideration, just like on your normal swings too, is when price gets under your MAs. So, you know, here on the 5, it's moving up. and it got underneath your MAs here, and especially when your 20 crosses your 50, at that point it's a short immediately in any equity. Well, I shouldn't say any at all, but pretty much. So that's like a swing trade. Like on a swing trade, you know, on your daily, when price is under the 20 and the 50 and the 20s cross the 50 and price is under, it's a short. And if you want to tight trade your swings, so you exit, you know, for sure early without a problem, you do that on the hourly. So you long on your daily chart and you sell on your hourly, and when the 20 crosses the 50 and price is underneath. So yeah, here it is. So they're taking it right now. So this will probably run until, see that MACD, it's still up on the 5, but on the 15, so technically this will run until that MACD gets to the top on the 15, so it's got room. Like the MACD is saying it's still got another 25 or 30% on top of 20% today. So, you know, maybe even as much as 50%. So, you know, based on the MACD, this will be up. You know, this will finish the day somewhere between 25 and 32% up. That's just based on the MACD. Well, actually, yeah, 26 to 30%, somewhere between there. So that's generally speaking how it's done. I could have executed much better. My daily isn't the best on this account. I'm up 30 bucks on the day because I'm taking paper cuts through all these crappy little bags here. I got OMVS and Snapback. Oh, look at that, UGLD. I was going to get out before. Wow, mind you, it's only off a little bit. But that VERI. But at least, you know, what I lost in VERI on that downgrade, or on that what just moved there on me. Anyway, what I lost on VERI's, you know, why am I missing the words? On this account, I didn't make it up because VERI, I was in deeper in this account in VERI. But anyway, I'm getting there. I got to stay chippy until I make it all up and more, and then I can, yeah. We were looking at, so VERI, I can't, it's too long in the tooth now to go. I'd love to day trade it more, but it's just getting too risky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually alarm this bugger, follow it through. That's right. It's over its previous high on the daily. That's something you got to watch for. What a massive candle. So it held its previous daily. Geez, this could go almost indefinitely now. I wouldn't want to be short. Oil's come way off. Natural gas is coming off. Between oil trade and natural gas trade is really interesting. The timing of the quads, like when you watch the two together, and when, and it's hard to explain. You have to watch them, and then you'll get signals from. It's really weird from the two of them. You don't know when oil is running, you know what natural gas is going to do, and blah blah. because they trade together or opposite, depending. And that's why it's not easy to explain. You just have to know, are they moving together or are they moving apart? Because if they're moving apart, they'll be opposite, and it changes intraday. Anyway, you can watch sometime and tell me if I'm nuts. Well, I didn't get the top on you guys, but close. I didn't get the top on VERI, but close if it stops here. Well, not really. Well, yeah. But I think there's a very real possibility this baby runs. I don't know how to alarm. Ooh, look at that. The MACD on the hourly's up. That's dangerous. Do you imagine being short in this thing right now? Holy. Oh, interesting. So on the 4 hour, the stock RSI crossed. She took off, but it was still going up. Even though stock RSI was coming down. Squeeze momentum hasn't stopped on the 4 hour. MACD hasn't either. How do you alarm this thing? Where's your signal that it's go time? Stock RSI on the 2 hour. That worked. That worked. That worked. Yeah, that's it. It's just go time period right now. So I'm gonna alarm this, and when it's time for it to come off, at least I'll know, and then I'll re-alarm it. Add alert. Stock RSI crossing stock RSI. On the 2 hour. So you got that option, and then you have just the price break itself. So VERI. So we'll just set that. The high of day is 31.43. 31.37, close enough. What a very interesting stock. I shoulda, coulda, woulda, hey. I believe you gotta look at your shoulda, coulda, wouldas. A lot of the traders will tell you you're not supposed to. But I'm obsessive about my losses. I'll disappear for days and weeks. Like before this, well, even on the last losses, I had people that know me well say, like, where have you been? Because psychologically, I gotta get it right. And 6 weeks of grind for me. That's tough on you too. Okay, WTI. What? Really? Really? This is such a piece of junk. It's got its 200, but no. You guys can do it if you want. ALV, oh yeah, we looked at that. T-Con. Pharmaceuticals I just can't look at right now. I mean, as a day trade I could if I wanted to, I guess. SNES, this is interesting. This might be bottoming, you know. Just after looking at a gazillion charts over many years. This is probably bottoming right now. I see very few charts, like bottoming charts that look this promising. Like where I'm pretty confident I got it right. But, you know, don't trade based on that. Make your own decisions, but it sure looks like a bottom. SNES. I like it. A lot. I'm going to alarm it. Just looking at my other alarms. Mankind, I don't see myself trading that. Guess there's a fair number here I could get rid of, but okay, this one I like a lot. So what I'm going to do is it gets up over 244, and I'd probably start trading this one. Okay, that's SNES. Then EZH. Oh, oil really came off there. One of our oil traders shorted it, I'm pretty sure. Pretty darn sure. Who was that? BZH. I don't know anything about these guys. I'm just looking them up really quick. That's an interesting one. I guess it's the candles happened before too. It is 1310 right now. It's an interesting chart. Trending stock bounced off its MAs. Huh. It's a clean trending stock, you know. AMSC. So that's a bottom play. Looks like it's trading well. PTIE. Bottom play about to test its 200. RELY. Bottom play. Fork we already have. Gravy. Fork and gravy. Done the daily. Sorry, I just got to reboot the oil room here really quick. That's funny, fork and gravy. So gravy's up over the 200. MACD's trending. Squeeze momentum looks good. Stock RSI is a little overbought. Wow, what a great chart. And then you got your 50 and your 100 under just underneath the 200 there, just waiting for a pop. That's very interesting. Boy, it might be time for a long in oil here. Wow, did that ever come off? Profit taking. If I could focus on it, just that trade, I'd probably start trading it. Well, yeah. Probably won't get going again until tonight or tomorrow, but this gravy chart is super neat. What's the liquidity like? Oh, 19,000 shares. Ugh. Why do so many of the little floaters look so good sometimes? Okay. MYO, yeah. MYO looks really good. It's probably going to see that 50-day. And over that 50-day, it is definitely a long. I like it. I'm pretty sure I have the alarm set on it. Let's see here. What did I just do? Oh, I see. I don't. I like it a lot. Add alert, price, crossing, 50. I think that's bottom. Well, pretty obviously. Just a matter of proper entries. Love it. Okay. So that's that. Any charts you want me to take a gander at? Oh, let's see what's come down today. Workhorse is down. That's a crazy stock. Hertz got a downgrade. Didn't hurt it very bad though, did it? Wait, it's off, but the 50 is about to cross through that 200. This is probably going to rip some shorts to shreds. They're probably not ready for this. Probably thinking they're sitting pretty. I wouldn't doubt at all if this gets going. Add alert. Stock RSI crossing stock RSI, I think is the one. We want. Right. Let's try this one more time. Add alert. Stock RSI crossing stock RSI. Oh, sometimes, just out of the inconvenience, I'm not going to have a choice. Come on, we got stuff to do. Stock RSI crossing, stock RSI, there we go. HTZ, okay. Well, we looked at a lot of charts. Oh, why? Oh, why did that happen? Because it's on, oh, it's on the daily. How do I alarm this one? I'm just going to price alarm it. I got to learn more about this alarm system on TradingView. Okay, I got it on my list now, so I'll come back to it anyway. All right, anybody want to look at some charts? Anything on current oil prices? Master Kurt. Mr. Louis, are you still there? Sorry, I didn't see you. Yes, I have lots of thoughts on it. I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. Price hit that trend line on that conventional chart perfect, and that happened to be where the quad top there was. I thought that was really interesting. But that one's, the thicker they are in here, the more important they are. The real important one on the intraday is this one here at 51.20-ish on the on FX US oil WTI. So 51.20 is very important intraday, right? This downtrend or this trend line, the thicker one, and then this one here is the critical one. So here's your critical numbers: 51.81. It ain't getting through 51.81. If it does get through 51.81, everything's changed. That's 51.81. And 51.17 is your other test. And then, of course, what was tested today around 50, 50, 50, 50, 51.20, and 51.80 are your tests. That 51.80, if it gets through 51.80, then all bets are off, because your next one isn't until $58.31. Because these ones here aren't that serious. I mean, they are, I guess, but yeah, they are to a point. But those first three I gave you are the most important. And we can reassess. So 50-50, 51.20, 51.80. Other than that, on the daily, stock RSI is up, MACD's up, squeeze momentum's up. So that tells me that we're going to see those. We're going to see, well, at least one of them, 51.20 or 51.80. Now keep in mind they're downtrending, right? So tomorrow it's a little less, and every day is a little less. $50 got through the 100. Yeah, it's bullish. It's really bullish. Higher low right here, so it's divergent. It's divergent on the model too. I can't talk too much about the model, but the model was divergent. I put that tweet out earlier today. So this could be the turn in oil. Well, you know, very interesting. So my plan is to trade between these trend lines that have been fairly good, using the model. And I'm going to get real short when we get the, get a turn on one of them. But now that I'm really looking at this charting, it's definitely bullish. Yep. So right now it's trading right in between the two trend lines. Very difficult entry point. I think we're seeing at least 51.20, if not the other one. What was the other one? 51.80. Yep. I wouldn't doubt if we see that 51.80. But if it's above 50, if it gets above 51.80, yeah, everything's going to change. That's my general view. Anybody else? Oh, on Epic, any idea? On Epic, it's divergent. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. Tonight's trade will be interesting. I'm not trusting where it is right now. I'll put it that way. If I was forced into betting, I would say it's going to come off first and then continue up until it gets to that 51.80. So in other words, the channel that it's in on Epic, I think it's going to come back down to the other up channel. But yeah, that's about all I can tell you there. But we'll wait for price. We'll know. Anybody else got any other charts? Hopefully, Louis, that gives you my thoughts. You guys are pretty much better oil traders anyway. You know, I'll do the charting, you do the trading. I just changed the oil. That's what I call it, right? Changing oil, the charting. I'm not the race car driver. I'm the guy that changes the oil. I'm in the shop. You go drive. Go win. Oh, that's good. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching. All of our traders are getting better all the time, I believe. But I don't have a copy of everybody's accounts. Nobody else has charts today. Any you want to look at or any you like? Interesting. So I've been pumping out a lot of charts lately. There's about 100 on the list. I just haven't compiled the whole list, but I've been pushing them out to everybody. To different subscribers, I guess, but most of you have all of them. So we got some decent setups as long as the market stays. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's EFX, yeah. The S&P, it's got that important area on it. I wonder if we should take a look at it really quick. It's very important. Gold. Should I just get out of here real quick so I don't stress about something stupid? Probably should. I'm just going to do it really quick. What was that again? It was UGLD, correct? UGLD position. What? Oh, I was looking at the wrong chart. Sometimes I'm stupid. Yeah, let's dump here. Okay, we can call those flat. We were going to look at, Greg had a chart, and I wanted to look at the S&P. So we're going to get a gold for now. I'm going to get Sean a gold chart. I'm convinced it's going up. I just don't want the stress right now. Yeah. How's that for an explanation? So here's my buy zone for Natty. Got right into it. Shoot. But maybe not click into that. So what I've got to do is I've got to get the stock RSI to turn back up. Does it respond to stock RSI? It does. Kind of. Yeah. Look at that. It sure does. Right. Good idea. Did I alarm it? Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Save. Oh, what is wrong with this system? Oh, cancel. Why? What have I done wrong? So I got one there. I need one here though. 3068. It worked. Oh, I don't understand that. I need a lesson in trading view. Okay, there. How you like that? That's what happens when you don't cooperate. I just terminate your alert life. Oh, can we please get on with the business of the day? Oh, sometimes. Oh, okay. Natural gas. Stock RSI. Crossing. Stock RSI. Oh, I'm out of my mind. Oh, the alarm worked. Anyway, wow, what was all that for? Okay, we were going to S&P, TAN. I went through TAN last night. Let's do it at FNMA. Okay, so FNMA 10, the S&P. And EFX. Let's take a look. This didn't work for me. What am I talking about? Well, it's okay. I need the stock. I didn't turn it. That's what I really need. Can I just get rid of this, please? Delete. Oh. Oh. So price is running without the stock RSI turned. Dang it. I wanted that buy entry. I might get it yet. You never know. Oh. Oh, those alarms. We were going to look at EFX. Wowza. Oh, Equifax, yeah. They kind of deserved the sell-off, didn't they? So oil bounced at the time that Natty did. So it's bouncing. EFX is bouncing at the same place it's bounced before on the weekly. Well, on any chart, but stock RSI was at the bottom, stock RSI was at the bottom, stock RSI is at the bottom again. So on your weekly, when you get the stock RSI to turn up, you're at least historically looking for more up. And is it turned up? Not yet. MACD is trending down still, but that's the weekly, right? But I just wanted to see where it bounced, you know, so that it makes sense that it's getting a bounce right now. That's bounced here before. So it's got that muscle memory. So it's probably going to get some lift tomorrow. Interesting. So MACD is almost turning on the hourly. Huh. Personally, I'd let it get the 20 on the hourly, get above the 20 on the hourly before I look at a long. Because it failed the 20 last time. That's a really interesting chart. I think that's highly probable that's your bottom. Oh, that FENG alarm went off. Love this chart so much. Don't fall in love with your charts, they say, right? That's so silly. So oil did get a pop. Just going to delete a couple here that I know I won't trade. I gotta clean this up. Won't do it right now, but back, I won't trade anytime soon. I don't think. Anyway, alarm. Geez, I think this thing's gonna go. What is liquidity like? Tons of liquidity. Stock RSI is getting close to the top. That's squeeze momentum. What a chart. I think this thing's going for a ride for a while. I don't think this thing's stopping. Oh, it's right up against resistance. That's the problem with it. It's got to clear that resistance. Once it gets one, the other ones will be easy. That's its problem. Okay. We were also talking about FNMA. Oh, there's so many charts now, and I still have, it's, you know, I still haven't compiled the actual list, but is FNMA OTC? Yes, it is. You know what? I can't bring it up right now for whatever reason. We have to get our I thought it was OTC. Oh, it just brought me to, to the Apple chart. Anyway, I'll have to ask Sartej what's wrong there. TAN. I don't want to chase it down right now. TAN up against historical resistance. Looked at this one last night. Why did I decide? It's all the resistance. That's the issue with it. That FSLR chart looks so good though. Yeah, the only way you can trade this is to draw all your resistance out. Those are your main ones right there, the bottom of these candles on this slope. Because, you know, on its upside, it'll just go between each one, right? Yeah, you got some main resistance. 2438 is a big one. 2556 is another big one. And 3311 is your other big one, or 33. Wow, it's hard to say exactly where it is. Call it 3290. Stock RSI is on the way up. Turn back up there, hey? Yeah. Squeeze momentum. And it's got the horns. Not big ones, but yeah, you'll probably see the next step. Well, It's hard to say exactly where that is, but 25 bucks to 27, 28 bucks, like somewhere in there. Gold surging, of course it's surging. I sold. What else would it do? It's 10, FNMA, EFX. We looked at. S&P. Yeah, no problem. If you want me to look at any others, let me know. But I think you're okay there. I mean, it's obviously, you know, you're obviously on the right side if you're going long. And you're probably going to see 25 bucks on the next leg. Depending on what's happening with all that kind of thing will depend on whether or not you'll see more than that. But so what is that? 10%? Pardon me, sorry. S&P. Let's do it. The next 2 weeks I need some big plays, so like TAN, T-A-N, I would look at if I was just wanting normal returns right now. Well, normal for me kind of returns, but I need a few big ones in the next 2 weeks. So I'm looking for some AAAs that I can just hammer down on. Where'd that S&P go? There it is. Yeah, I was thinking about going long on that oil. It's trading in the model. Interesting. Very, very interesting. My computer, this particular one, well, they're all maxed out. It'll come here soon. Let's see what Natty's doing. How bad did you guys come off? Come on, everybody, hurry up. HTZ. There it is. HTZ. Look at that. Look at that. Your little butter. TZ. Stock. Buy. Quantity. 300. Limit. Market. Look at that. Look at that. So VWAP's going to be the test, eh? VWAPper. That's going to be its test. Well, you could confidently buy this one when the stock RSI turns on the 1 for now on, I would think, unless it comes off heavy. Like it would have to really come off and break like the whole chart. This might be a good day trader. Didn't quite get to the VWAP there. It failed at VWAP last time, but it was under the 200 on the 1. Now it's over the 200 on the 1. If this thing turns, I'm probably going to go here. Turns above the 200. See how it's dipping? Stock R size on its way down. Hopefully it comes all the way down. It may not, it may just turn and get up through VWAP now. This should be fun to day trade actually. There's a number of them on the list now. That should be decent day traders. I should just scalp my way through to a decent month. What, we got 10 trading days or so. Now what's alarming? Oh, HTZ. No. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be decent. At 50 coming through the 200, boy, I wouldn't want to be short. It might get some down yet. Like into the 2035 range, it could. But that 50 coming through there, boy, that's dangerous. So stock car size overbought still. MACD, yeah. That can turn any time. That 50 coming through there, that's going to freak the shorts right out. Some really good charts lately. Very, very good charts. So on the 1, at 20, I wouldn't be surprised if it follows that 20. It's at 2 o'clock. It'll probably follow the 20. The 20 will probably push it up over the 200. Ooh, look at this. See what it did here? Stock RSI is getting to the bottom on the 1. It's too bad that MACD is coming down, but it's not super clean, but I'm pretty confident I could trade this one up and hit 4 out of 5. Especially if you had your fibs and all your support and resistance ready. You could even model it, I'm sure. Maybe not until tomorrow that it gets real jiggy, but this is setting up to go again. Wonder why, let's see here. It trades fairly clean. It's probably though gonna see that 20. It's so close. Huh. Gold right at high day. Golly. Natural gas is probably going to chase that apex. I think we looked at everything else. So that's a 2-hour session. lunch session. What? What the heck's going on here? Position VERI 200. Did I not sell VERI? Buy, sell. Oh shit, I only sold 100. I'm holding 200 in this account. What? Holding 200 in that account and 200 in this account. Am I seeing that right? Damn. I am too. What the hell? VERI. Buy 300, sold 100. VERI. Buy 300, sell 100. God. Sometimes. I got a stock RSI at the bottom. MACD is trending down. Squeeze is trending down, but I got natural support coming up. 29.04. I can't believe I did that. I was so proud of myself. Sometimes I concern myself. Look at that hourly squeeze momentum. That 2 hour says it's going. It's held at 29 too. Interesting. It's getting close to VWAP and the 200's coming up. The 5 minute. It's the jury's out. Dang it. Can't believe I did that. Wow. I just can't believe I did that. It might work out here. Now I know that I have 200 and I'm putting in for 100 sale, just in case you're wondering. Weird. VERI is, well, I'm proud of myself there. Dang it. Well, I guess I better get some perspective on it now that I'm underwater a bit. So on the 30-minute, so this goes back to, what's this, the 18th? So it's trended for a month on the 30-minute. Incredible. Came off here when the MACD on the 30 came off. That was your signal to get the hell out. MACD is really trending up though right now. These momentum's just rocking. It's coming off for the test. Is about to get through the 52. That's a sidewinder on the 30. Here comes the test. Can't believe I did that. Wow. Well, what makes it broken? Under 29, I think. Jeez. It's right in the test right now. Yeah, 2905, 2909. Well, let's see if we can get a time of day. 30-minute. 1:30. Mind you, this is still really bullish. Came down, bounced off the MA, and now it's simply testing the previous high right now. If it holds that previous high, it's running. It ran in the afternoon here. Ran in the afternoon there too. And there. Interesting. Oh. This is its test right here. Freaking VWAP is lower than that test. VWAP sitting at 27.98. After this sidewinder here, it ran up, came off, ran, and sideways. Now it's under pressure here. Huh. Dang it. Well, at least Aries recovering a little bit. Cure, Snap, OMVS, all off a little bit. Come on. 213. Well, it's getting close to the UAP, so we should get a bounce here pretty soon. FENG. FEYE. Phi. Okay, it's sidewinder activity is what's going on with FEYE. Man, if I wasn't underwater here, I'd be all over this one. Sweet chart. Oh, come on. Should bounce here. 50's coming up. VWAP's there. Previous supports here. It doesn't make any sense for it to go any farther in the day. It really doesn't. Profit taking is what that is. Bummer. Okay, well, I'm gonna get a few things done around the house here and watch this at the same time. And I'll be back.